back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. Joyce87 Racing here with another video. It's been a while. It's been a long time, about 3-4 months since I have done a video, so I want to start it off hot again. And this might be my first one for a while because I've been doing some stuff here lately. So I've been doing some things. So this time I'm going to do a 60 lap at Monza with a GR1. And this time I'm going to use the L750R hybrid VGT Peugeot. So let's get into it. I mean, it's the best GR1 car I have so far. So I was going to do the VGT series, but it was only like a 4-lap thing. But I want to do a big race thing, so this will be a big race. It's going to be a really big race. It's been a while since I've done a big race like this. I hadn't been playing this game much, so like I said, I've been doing some things. Baseball season starting to come back around, so I'm starting to get back into that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really want to capitalize on the season I had last year. I had a great season last year. So enough talking about that. Let's get into this because I know this is going to be a long video anyway. So let's get into it. And the interior on this car is just amazing. Now, yes, I am using an old-fashioned 6-speed stick shift. There's a lot of mistakes I'm going to be making right there. Time to get back used to this car. I hadn't used this car in a while. Haven't played this game in a while. Got the brake. Still got plenty of time though. This car just drives really smooth. It shifts real smooth. It's a great car. It's just very expensive. It's over $1 million, I'm pretty sure. But I think I got this as a gift card. I can't remember. It's super fast. Super lightweight. It's all carbon fiber. I mean, the steering wheel's even carbon fiber. I mean, come on, man. This car's not been upgraded. Any of the settings haven't been upgraded or nothing. This is just default. Like right off the showroom floor. My biggest complaints about this car is really the A-posts. They take up a lot of space. It's kind of hard to see to your side. Like that right there, you kind of misjudge the corner easily. road courses ain't really my racing background. I'm more of a dirt track kind of guy. I'm not a big road course person, but this is what a lot of people like. A lot of people ain't into that dirt racing. I get it. That's just my thing. Like sprint cars, super late models. Because my dad's actually a super late model driver. Well, was. And back in 2018, he's trying to get back into it. UMP Modifieds, great thing. He might do that this year. He's got a buddy working on a UMP Modified. I've been to a lot of dirt tracks in my life. I've been to Eldora. That's a great track. Charlotte Dirt Track. Cherokee Motor Speedway. Ararat, Virginia. Can't talk right now. If you like a bull ring race, that's it. Ararat, Virginia. That is a great racetrack. I remember when my dad was racing that super late model, he was actually running. He was faster in the corners than he were on the straightaways because the corners were so high banked. Very Low Motor Speedway, which is actually near me in Madison, North Carolina. It's kind of been run down. The guy that runs it kind of a crackhead. He's kind of throwing that away. It's turned into really of a junkyard. And there's people around here trying to bring it back, trying to buy it from him to actually get racing back to that track. That track's been there for a long time. It's probably been there since, I want to say, 1950s, 1960s. It's got a good history, a big history. Some of the best used to race there. Tony Stewart, I know he used to race there. And some other good guys like that. So if racing wasn't so expensive, I'd probably be in a race car right now. I wouldn't be doing it on a video game, I'd be in real life. But it's just way too expensive anymore. Way too technical. It ain't really about the drivers anymore, it's about the equipment you have anymore. I liked it back when it was back when it was how good the driver was, not how good the car is. It's about the drivers. That's like this new thing Tony Stewart's starting up, the SRX series. That would be interesting. I mean, Bill Elliott's racing still, which really surprised me. You got some good racers on there. They're going to run all the same cars. It's kind of like the old IROC series. That's the way racing used to be. But now it's getting to where, this manufacturer's better, this chassis is better, these shocks are better. It's just really what you can afford anymore. And I just like it the old time way. It makes more sense that way. It's more fun that way because it really really works more on your skill instead of your pocket. But about like now, baseball is getting to where it's about, say I'm a pitcher and a shortstop. So I have people tell me all the time, I'm 14 years old. I'm throwing 72 miles an hour. I have people telling me all the time, you're not going to go much farther if you ain't going to throw so fast. What does it matter of how fast you throw? My key is like Greg Maddux, one of the best baseball pitchers ever. His top speed was 82, but he had some of the most strikeouts, some of the biggest strikeouts in MLB history. It don't matter how fast you throw. That's all they're trying to get to now. Is people, it's like Aroldis Chapman throwing 106 miles an hour. That don't matter. Yeah, it's cool and all, but your arm don't last no time. That's why Aroldis Chapman's only a 2-inning pitcher at that. You don't have no time on the field. My thing is, I've pitched whole games. I've done one whole game, 7 innings, 80 pitches. That was it. And that was back when I was 13, throwing, I don't know, down 62. But now, since I'm 14, throwing 10 mile an hour faster, people seem to think I'm not going to go anywhere because there's 13-year-olds throwing almost 80 mile an hour. That's not my thing. I want to work on my accuracy, not my velocity. Because you're going to strike out more people on accuracy than you will velocity. Especially like me, I've got like 5 different pitches or so on and so forth I throw. So people don't know what I'm going to throw. And I throw them almost equally the same amount at the time. Unless I've just got a game and I'm throwing 4 or 5 pitches an inning, 3 up, 3 down. Then I'm going to just throw fastballs and I ain't going to wear my arm out on curveballs and change-ups and knuckleball. I'm not going to wear my arm out on it. I'm going to consistently throw fastballs. If they can't hit it, that's their problem. I ain't going to change myself up on different pitches, getting no calls by the umpire because he don't know what's going to come. Now, if it's a team that reads my fastball real well, that's another story. But I've got 3 or 4 different fastballs, so it's kind of hard to read. I've got a 4-seam, 2-seam. I consider a sinker a fastball. I'm going to start working on a cutter here soon. Throw a 12-6 curve, a slurve, which is a really underrated pitch. To me, a slurve is really underrated, but yeah. So, I mean, it's just really underrated. I don't understand why a slurve is so underrated, because it's one of the best pitches I even throw. It's a great pitch to throw, especially when you're in a hole or something like a 3-2 count. You're going to make them swing at it because I've got so many strikeouts on a slurve and a 12-6 curve especially, but more with a slurve because I've been throwing it longer, that I'm more consistent with a slurve. Because it's just easy to handle, it's easy to throw. It's one of the easiest curveballs that I know to throw. 12-6 curve, it's easy, but it's complicated. You know, you got to do it a certain way or it won't work. It might hit them in the head. I've had that happen before. But a slurve, no. You can mess up a little bit and it still will be straight down where you want it to go. And I throw a knuckleball. Yes, you heard me. I throw a knuckleball. It's really hard to throw because my hands are small, well, small-ish. It's too small for knuckleball, but I make it work. But here and there, I don't throw it much. But when people keep fouling off, when I mix it up with my curveball and fastball and they're still fouling it off, I've got to change something up. And that's the thing I change up. I'm not a change up pitcher. I consider my knuckleball a change up because it changes up if you get it. But yeah, it's not the easiest pitch to throw by no means, but it will screw people up. I've had an umpire compliment me on it, and that really made my day, if you know what I mean, because I'm not really a full-time pitcher. I'm not a PO, if you know what that is. If you don't know what that is, that's pitcher only. That means I don't hit, I don't play anywhere else on the field. I'm just a pitcher. That's all I do. That's all I'm good at. I'm not that. I'm almost a universal player. I'm a emergency catcher. Like if we have absolutely no catcher, I'll play catcher. I'm not the best catcher, but I'm probably one of the better throwing catchers on my team. But I'm not the best with the squatting part, by no means. I'm pretty good at shortstop. I'm first baseman, second baseman on one of my bigger teams. I play 18U. Yes, I'm 14. I'm playing 18U. I'm a second baseman on that. I'm a pretty good third baseman, especially for my age, because I can get it really across the field, which a lot of people at my age can't. I'm an outfielder because I can really judge the ball real well. And then, like I said, I'm a pitcher just because I'm confident in myself that I can strike them out, but that's not always my goal. I'm going to make my fielders work. I ain't going just to wear my arm out just to get a strikeout all the time, because you're not going to get a strikeout all the time. But I ended last season on my age group, which was last year, so I was 13U. I ended that season with a .5 ERA. Hitting wise, I had a 535 batting average. That's really the only stats that really hit my head. I had no strikeouts on the whole season. Me batting, I had no strikeouts on the whole season. So you're looking at probably 10 or 15 weekends, because I was on a travel team, 13U. So you're looking at 10, 15 weekends. I had no strikeouts. A .5 ERA. I was at .2 at one point in time, but it kind of creeped up there on the last game. And a 535 batting average. And I'm really thankful for that batting average, because the season before, last year, 2020 season, we didn't play that many games. 2019-2020 seasons, I should say. Kind of in between both of them. I had a sucky season. I had a super bad season. I struck out 90% of the time. My pitching wasn't that great. I wasn't really good at that time. But over the winter, after I took 2 months break because I was just pooped of it, I was tired. I had to have a break. So that's when I said, hey, we got to do something about this. Because I wasn't going to be that slump that sat on the bench all the time. I'm not a pine rider, if you know what I mean. I'm meant to be in the field. So I worked on it real hard, probably a good 3 months, non-stop. And then the season come up, and then I had people complimenting me on my things. And I told them what had happened the season before. And they said, that's what you're going to do. You're going to have slumps every now and then. Which is true, you're going to have slumps. But you got to work hard to get out of those slumps. You can't just give up and say, I'm in a slump. I'm never going to get out of it, and just quit. That's one thing you never do is quit. You try over and over again until you finally get it. You never quit. That's one of my biggest things is never quit. And I never did. I'm still playing now. I'm still playing mostly the same positions. I mean, I'm really proud of where I'm at now, but I'm trying to get better. And I'm actually, people call my nickname is Sloth because I'm, by no means, I'm super slow at running. Yes, and maybe a lot of y'all will say, oh, well, to be a shortstop, you got to be fast. Not necessarily, but yes. I've got to be faster if I want to be a shortstop higher up. That's why I was a second, third baseman for 18U, because you got to be real fast for a shortstop in that age group. So, my thing was, okay, I'm going to start working on that. I still am working on that. I'm getting faster and faster every month. I mean, it ain't, how do I explain? It ain't coming quick. I'm having to work again over it. I'm not getting real fast real quick, if you know what I mean. That's basically the simplest way I can put it. It's taken me a couple months to get that half second quicker, but progress is progress no matter what. As long as you're going up and not the other way, you're good. But you got to keep trying. You can't never give up and say, I'm never going to get there because I've been doing this for 2 years and I've only got a second or two quicker. Running wise, a second or two quicker, that's a lot of progress. But a lot of people think, oh, I got to be the quickest on the team, which I can see, but you don't. Like, yeah, I might be slow, but I'm told that I'm one of the better base running kids on the team. Because you don't have to be fast to be a good base runner. Yeah, you can be like Ozzy Albies and be super dang on quick, but you don't have to be. I can still steal bases. But, you don't have to be the fastest kid on the team to be a great base runner. I work on base running a lot. But my main priority is really my fielding, my pitching, and my hitting. I've really got the hitting here lately. I'm 14 and I get picked on, oh, you haven't hit a home run on a big field yet, which is the size of an MLB field is what I'm playing on. 60 foot 6 inches pitching, 90 foot bases, and anywhere from 300 feet to, well, I played on the Winston-Salem Dash field. If you know Winston-Salem Dash, they are actually a single A team from Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates. So, I played on that field. That is a great field. If you live here in North Carolina, that is a great place to go to. The Greensboro Grasshoppers is another great one, but I still personally like the Winston-Salem Dash field better, just because it's a great field. I mean, their concessions are great. I mean, it's really expensive. Don't get me wrong, but it is good. The worst thing I see is when it's a warm spring, summer day, you're going to sweat your balls off, if you know what I mean. It is a very hot place to be on that field. Like, the air can be when we was playing there, it was June. So, here in North Carolina, that's pretty warm. But like our December we had this year, down 70, 80 degrees in December. We're paying for that now. We're getting down snowstorms every week. This is our second one of the week. It's coming in tonight. supposed to get another inch, 2 inches of snow off of it, which I don't mind, but you know. Like I was saying, it's a very hot day. If it's 92 degrees, on the field, it's 102 or plus, because that field has got a lot of, how should I say it? It don't have no shade. The Greensboro Grasshoppers field, the way the sun is positioned, you've got plenty of shade, but on that field, no, not even close. You have almost no shade whatsoever. So, but it's a great field, but it's just super hot. But the grass, oh my God, that stuff's like carpet. I mean, it's smooth as a rug. You don't have to worry about many bad hops in the grass. On the dirt, on the other hand, if it's a cleat mark, of course it's going to take a bad hop. But, I mean, the mound don't dig out. The batter's boxes don't go a foot into the dang on ground when you're trying to get traction like a lot of little league fields I play on are. But I just love it. I mean, it's my hobby. And like I said, if racing wasn't so expensive, that'd probably be my hobby. But right now, baseball's my hobby. And maybe once I make plenty of money off of baseball, which, knock on wood, hopefully happens, maybe I'll have enough money to race, but who knows if racing will be even a thing by that time. Because racing's already declining as it is. I think a lot of people don't realize it's a really hard sport to play. But, like I was saying, you know, I've just done this not just to do the videos on YouTube. I'm kind of doing it because it gives me something to do. But here lately I've been busy doing some other things. I've had to catch up on some things and trying to get back into baseball as baseball season comes around in March. Yes, you may say, oh, it's spring ball. Yeah, it's spring ball, but it's your practices and stuff start in March. And right now, as I'm filming this, it's 1:37 in the afternoon on January 21st, I'm pretty sure is what it is. If you're seeing this video, I probably filmed it a few minutes ago, because after I do a video, I try and get it on YouTube as quick as possible. But back to the baseball thing, I really think Greg Maddux is really underrated for who he was. He's one of the best pitchers in my book. One of the best pitchers that will probably ever live. Hopefully I'm up there with him, which I doubt will ever happen. I doubt if I do get to MLB, I doubt I'll be that great compared to the other people. But I'm trying to work up that way to prove that I can be what I want to be. That's my goal. I want to be an MLB player, but I've got to prove I want to be it. And that's where a lot of this work I'm doing comes in. A lot of you might be saying, well, you're playing video games. That don't look like work to me. True. It ain't. But, you know, gotta take some breaks every now and then. You can't just do baseball 24/7. And like I was doing 2 seasons ago, I done baseball 24/7. It was eat, sleep, drink, baseball. I mean, that's all I did. And it kind of got to me after, 2-3 months. And it come toward the end of the season, I was like, just let this be over with. And I know if I'm going to get to MLB, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to eat, sleep, do everything baseball. I mean, you got 160-some games a season, not counting spring training or playoffs. Just regular season games, you got 160. I mean, that's a lot of games. I mean, think about it. Football, say it's week 17, week 18. You've got 18 games, not counting playoffs. I mean, you know. But I was going to do a video on a basketball trick shot, and after 2 or 3 hours, I never landed it, so I just decided to quit because it was really taking up phone storage, and my phone actually died when I was trying to do it because I film my stuff on the phone. I don't use a camera. I use a camera on the phone, so that might be why the audio may sound sketchy or the video might not look the greatest because I film it on an old LG phone. Just so it don't, because it's an unactivated phone, so I don't use my own phone it takes up storage on my own phone. I'm going to use this old phone that nobody can call, text, do nothing on, so it can't mess me up. Because while I'm doing a video, I've done it on my own phone once, and I got a call, and it just destroyed everything I was doing. I forgot what video I was doing, but it just screwed it all up. And I was really mad off of it. And it was one of my best friends. He was calling to ask if I'd like to come over to his house to do some things. No, not like you're trying to think. I'm not gay. I know you was fixing to say that. We're just best friends. We've been best friends for a long time. I mean, probably since 2nd grade. I'm 14, so I'm a rising 9th grader. Not really looking forward to that because people at my school are a-holes, if you know what I mean. A lot of teachers at my school are a-holes. And the principal at my high school, her nickname's Miss Puff. And she owns up to her name. I mean, she is just a a-hole from down who knows where. From Pluto, for all I care. And she might need to go back there. But I'm not really looking forward to next year. I mean, my school right now, we're going right to 3rd quarter. I'm in 8th grade. So we're going into the 3rd quarter now. And I've got some good teachers, and I've got some bad teachers. One of my teachers are pregnant, so what the... I mean, I got one teacher who just got out of down college and she's already pregnant. I'm like, want to start off early, aren't you? So, of course, it's my Spanish teacher. She ain't Hispanic, no, by no means. But she went to college for I forgot, 8 years to be a Spanish teacher. And she really does her job real well. She's a great teacher. I'm like, you're wanting to start pretty early, aren't you? And I probably can't say no things. Because probably by that age, I'll probably have a kid on my own. Who knows? If I have a girlfriend by that time. Because I'm currently single. And it's kind of sad to think that I'm the #1 pitcher on my school team. On my middle school team, I still ain't got a new girlfriend. It's kind of sad to think about it, you know. I mean, my dad was a race car driver. Not a big name one, but he still one. And it's kind of sad to think I still have no girlfriend. It's kind of sad to think it that way. But I'm not really focused on girls right now. I'm trying to really work on my baseball and things like that. Because not trying to be ugly, but girls kind of work into your bank account, if you know what I mean. They try and get you to take them out to a fancy restaurant, car. I'm not ready for that. I'm not even close to ready for that. Not even close to be ready for that. And also on the side, I'm volunteer at a little league, which I'll play at. I can't say little league where I won't get sued because my dad is actually he's not the vice president, he's actually the president of the little league. So he basically does everything there. I'm kind of volunteer with the grounds. I do a lot of the field work, do a lot of that. And here lately we've been getting a lot of compliments on our fields. I mean, our fields are probably one of the best in our district. Here in Forsyth County, probably one of the better little league fields you'll ever see in our county anyway. Unless you go to like a big field. I mean, by no means it's not perfect. I mean, our dugouts ain't even dugouts. They're just, a lot of little leagues. They ain't really a dugout there. Sorry. But there are just fenced in cages, if you know what I mean. But, our little leagues don't make that much money because we're a non-profit organization. We can't talk. We're owned by our town which we are in. We have to do what they say, because we can't make no profit off anything. So, like to say, if we done like a camp, they won't let us do a camp. Like, get a major league player down here from like the Atlanta Braves, per se. And we can't do that because it'll be considered making a profit. So, can't do that. Geez, on this car, there's an awful small fuel tank on this car. But, it's not really the best thing I can have because I don't get paid for it. I don't get paid to do it. It's a volunteer job. It's not nowhere near the best job to have because you get a lot of trash talk. Like, hey, I can do the field better than this. Oh, I can do it better than that. I mean, I'm over here 14 years old. I'm nail dragging. If you don't know what that is, that means you're putting ripples into the field. That way it can get softer so it ain't hard as a brick. So it can air out after it rains so it don't be a mud hole. I'm dragging the fields, making them smooth. I'm mowing the fields. I'm seeding the fields. I do a lot of stuff up there. I wash all the sponsor signs that we have in the outfield along the fence because they get dirty being out in the weather. By no means I'm not the greatest, but and y'all probably think, oh, you're doing this race for an hour and you're not even going to talk about this race because I'm just trying to vent right now. Oh wow, that sucked. I'm trying to vent right now because I haven't had a lot of people to talk to here lately. I'm just trying to let some things out that's really stayed inside me for a long time. You can't hold some memories in for your whole life, can't hold in your thoughts all the time. So, I would get political because our government is corrupt, if you ask me. But, I don't want to get into politics. I'm not really in the mood right now. I would, but I would get so much hate on the internet, it would be pitiful. Because I know a lot of y'all are probably Biden fans. Why? That's my thing. Why? I mean, he's done nothing good for this country. I still think Donald Trump should be our president if he runs in 2024. So, Trump 2024. Now, a lot of people that was watching this video all the way through probably just quit that video right now. Once I said that, they're probably saying, oh, that's racist, that's racist. No, there ain't nothing racist about that. And a lot of people call me racist. I don't understand why. Because I've got a lot of black friends. I've got plenty of black best friends too. Not just friends, just some best friends that are Native American. There's one of my friends that is Puerto Rican. Speaking of a challenge for language, it's kind of hard to talk to him. He ain't fluent through English. I got one friend, he's Chilean. There's one that's Scottish. Speaking of a weird accent, Scottish, oh my god. Every time he talks to me, I just start to laugh, but I try not to. Because I don't want to be rude. I'm battling with the leader right here. Speaking of rude, he's down hitting me everywhere. But, I mean, my thing is treat people like you want to be treated. Yes, that's a very old saying, but I still own up to it. I still believe in that. I'm just going to be silent here for a few laps because I've got to really focus on what I'm doing instead of venting for this whole video. I mean, this whole video should be about an hour long or so. And I really doubt I have a lot of people watching me right now. I don't even know if my phone is still rolling. It is, okay. Just think say if the batteries don't went out on my phone, I'm going to be mad. Because I'd be talking here and for no reason. I really doubt a lot of people watching at this point would watch this point, because a lot of people say this gets boring. Yes, it kind of does. That's why I'm not trying to talk about the racing too much, because in a lot of my older videos, that's all I talked about was the racing in the car I'm running, and it kind of got boring. And, I had a few comments on some of the videos like, don't get so boring, but I've had a lot of comments about keep going, you're going in the direction, because I'm only at 21 subscribers. I'm trying to get that up to at least 50. I'm going to start doing a lot more YouTube shorts, and I might even start doing some TikToks, but I can't even remember what my TikTok username is. Dang it, I can't remember. I'll probably have to show it off in a YouTube short. Because honest to God, I cannot remember it right now. Which I've only been on TikTok for probably a few days now. That thing is so addicting, if you know what I mean. I've been on it for like 4 days now. It's like, oh my God. That's about all I can do anymore, but I'm trying to stay away from it. Kind of like sodas. This is kind of the way it's working right now. I'm trying to stay away from it. Right now, just shifting the fifth gear. But I'm trying to get away from it. Oh, wait. Did it stop? But I'm trying to get away from it. Well, not trying to get away from it, but I'm trying to use less time on it. But it's just super addicting. And I really also quit these videos because I wasn't getting any views. You know, not a lot of people are into Gran Turismo Sport anymore. Back when it first came out, that's about all you could see. That's all everybody talked about. But since it's been out for a while, it's kind of calmed down. It's more into, right now it's like Call of Duty Black Ops and this and that. Fortnite really went down, which I never liked it anyway. I'm not a Fortnite kid. GTA 5 has got big right now. People want the GTA 6. I kind of get, I laugh over that every time I see it. I mean, GTA 5's been out for a long time, and they haven't even come up with the GTA 6 yet. But that ain't really my thing either. I would be doing BeamNG Drive videos. A lot of people are into that right now. BeamNG Drive is a great simulation game. Oh shoot, I forgot to break. But my computer, my PC ain't built for that. And I downloaded it on Steam, where you can get a lot of games for cheap. I downloaded it for $20. And I started playing it, and my frame rates were absolutely zero. I mean, it wouldn't even run. And my GPU ain't the best. It's wanting a different GPU, and I'm like, I can't help you there. So I've kind of not worried with it here lately because I can't do nothing about it. So I would be playing it right now. I'd be making a lot of videos off of it, but when you can't make it work, you know, like that new update, the Roker Bastion, that's a great car. I tried to get it to work on there, and it partly worked, but you gotta have a lot of things running BeamNG Drive just because it's a really hard game to run. You gotta have really upgraded equipment. I didn't know that until after I downloaded it and bought it. I didn't know that till after, so I got screwed on that deal. You know, but $20, it ain't really that big of a deal. I've spent my money on worse things. You know, I've kind of been an idiot here and there. But then with spending money for no absolute reason whatsoever. Buying things I'll probably never use in my life, you know. And we're down to 13 minutes and 35 seconds on this race. And then I'll probably edit this video, put my intros and outros on it, and then it'll probably be done and over with. And then I'll probably make a YouTube short or something off like a gift card I get off of it. You'll probably be seeing this video probably at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. And 12 o'clock Pacific. But our weather here in North Carolina is probably about the worst weather possible. You know, December was super warm. We broke a record actually for being so warm in December. It's actually January 1st. Our high was 75 on January 1st. And then come January 5th, we had our first winter storm, bringing us 4 inches of snow. And then last Saturday and Sunday, we got another 4 inches of snow and probably, I want to say 2 or 3 inches of sleet. We had more sleet than snow out of it. So it caused a lot of ice around here. See, the road I live on is almost a 45-degree angle. It's a dead end road. I live on a small road. So it's a pretty peaceful road, but, you know, you can't, and the road just sucked. I mean, people live at the bottom of the hill down toward the dead end part. They couldn't get up the hill. I mean, they're in Chevrolets. Yes, I just said Chevrolet. Dodge. They're in old stuff like that, and it just wouldn't pull up the hill. My dad's got a 1997 7.3 diesel F-250 Ford. Probably one of the best trucks I've ever seen in my life, you know. Not for the looks, but for the quality, and you can rely on it. It's very reliable. I couldn't think of the word there. But you can really rely on it when you need it. I mean, it's just a land yacht. I mean, it's a great truck. My dad's also, we've got a lot of cars. We've got two 1967 Ford Mustangs. One of them is just a normal Ford Mustang from that day. It has got a Boss 302 in it. Well, sorry, 351. It's got a 351 engine in it. We've got a all original 1967 Ford Mustang GTA worth over 50 grand right now. But not everything in it's original. It don't have the original engine because the original engine got blew up. Some people in my family acting like idiots. So it blew up, and we tried to look for a real engine. Well, the original engine put in it, but just ain't no luck on it. It's a 429 that goes in it. Great engine, makes a lot of horsepower. And on the other side, we got 1934 Ford Coupe. It's just basically like a rat rod. It has got a 427 Ford in it. Double carburetor. I mean, it's got all the bells and whistles, but of course this is from, the motor is actually from a 1963 and a half Ford Galaxy. And that's another big land yacht. But the big engine makes over 500 horsepower, or right at 500 horsepower. And it makes a lot of power. I mean, engines back in that day, 500 horsepower was a lot. And now today we got drag racing engines that are dang on over 13,000. I mean, what the heck? You know. And back in the day, there was actually an engine Ford came out with to run at Daytona Super Speedway back when NASCAR was really about the engine you had in the car. And they was having to put up with, I'm pretty sure it was Chevy and Dodge. There was no Toyota back then. It was just Chevy and Dodge, I think. And was Mercury part of it? No, Mercury was part of it. But they came out with a 427 overhead cam. One best engines Ford ever made. It had the most power, but when it came to speed, it wasn't there. I mean, it had a lot of power, don't get me wrong. It had a lot of torque, a lot of horsepower, but it had a 7-foot timing chain. So, if you know what a timing chain is, that is super freaking long. I mean, the normal timing chain on a normal car, probably 2 to 4 feet at longest. But this had 7 foot worth of timing chain to turn around, so it had a lot to deal with. And then after they found out NASCAR actually banned it, so they couldn't run it. So it got into NHRA drag racing. So they started running it in that. Not the best of performance out of it, but they tweaked with it a little bit, and it came to find out that they kind of took away that 7 foot timing chain. And after that, it was actually one of the best engines Ford ever made. I mean, you know, I've actually got 6 minutes left on this race. Wow. I can't believe it's been an hour I've been doing this, you know. It's been an hour I've been talking to y'all, you know. Oh yeah, I gotta show the outside of this car, because a lot of people haven't seen this car. It is a Peugeot, which is really fancy. But I am a Ford Mustang kind of guy. I don't mind like a Chevy Camaro, the new Chevy Camaros. If you ask me, they're ugly. Just the front ends of them aren't the same. The Corvettes, I like Corvettes. Don't get me wrong, but this new mid-engine thing is not my favorite type of thing ever. I mean, muscle cars, if you ask me, are not meant to have mid-engines in a store. They're supposed to be in the front, rear-wheel drive, that's it. But here, frankly, Ford is talking about, now I'm not trying to say this will happen, but Ford, I don't know if it's a scam or not, they are talking about putting a 6.8 liter engine in the Ford Mustang. Now, right now, everybody's trying to go to electric cars and all this, which, on my opinion, are just as bad as gas cars. But people are trying to go to electric engine cars, and you're going to talk about putting a 6.8 liter humongous engine, probably making over 900 horsepower on the road. It probably won't be road legal, because they'll say, oh, it's endangering the earth. But, you know, if you ever seen a lithium mine, it's just as bad. But, you know, so be it. And also another thing I've heard is Dodge. This might become a shocker. Dodge, you know, used to be in NASCAR for a long time. They pulled out of it because they got to where they was making no money. They wasn't winning any races, so they just decided to pull out of it. Well, beep beep. Dodge is coming back in the NASCAR. This is not official yet, but they are talking over it. But they have not decided whether they'll put the Charger or the Challenger in it. They have basically said that Dodge will probably join NASCAR next year. Doubt it'll be this year. But they don't know whether it will be the Charger or the Challenger. A lot of people saying it'll be the Challenger. But in my opinion, the Challenger is just way too boxy. You know, NASCAR here lately has been worried about aerodynamics. And you're going to put a Challenger out there that looks like a cube, well, a rectangle. It ain't going to be that aerodynamic. So you got to kind of work on some things to make it kind of even with the other, like the Mustang and Toyota and the Chevrolet. You know, kind of got to make the power up somewhere and make it even. But come to super speedways, they'll probably be really bad. You know, the super speedways is really big on aerodynamics now. Not really about power like it used to be. It was power that took you through, not the aerodynamics. But now people are worried about the aerodynamics more than anything. And Ford, I don't know if they're just idiots for doing this, but where they come out with the F-150 Lightning, which used to be basically a performance truck. That used to be like a race truck, and now they're making it into an electric truck. Now, I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. I said idea, but you know, I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, because you know, trucks, in my opinion, aren't supposed to be electric, but I mean, it's kind of, this day and age, that's all people care about is electric things because they've seen it's going to save the planet. But I really agree to disagree. I'm not really with the electric car thing. And a lot of y'all might be saying, oh, climate change is a thing. Yeah, whatever. If climate change was a thing, why the heck, right now, in North Carolina, is it 26 degrees? It is 26 outside right now. We're at my house. And Kitty Hawk is getting 8 inches of snow. Yes. Kill Devil Hills, Kitty Hawk, you name it, they're getting 8 inches to a foot of snow. But climate change is a thing. You know, I'm not trying to get really political, but climate change is so boring that Joe Biden even fell asleep in the dang on press conference. He had to be woke up at the end of the press conference. You know, so be it. And this is actually going to be the last lap as I got 27 seconds left. Hopefully I'm still in the lead as I get out of the pits because I won't have time to catch up. And this will end up being the last lap. I'm in the lead, so that's good. All I have to do is hold my spot here. But like I said, you'll probably be seeing this video at probably approximately 2:30 or 3 o'clock on Eastern Time. Or 11:30, 12 o'clock Pacific Time. But if people have watched this far, I really thank you. Please leave a like on the video. Press those notifications to get notified when another video like this drops, which will probably be a while. But I will start doing a lot of YouTube shorts. But I just really don't have time to do these videos anymore because like I said, I'm working on getting back into baseball as I took a month break, month and a half. So I'm really trying to get back into that. A lot of people say, baseball, to be good, you can't have a break. But, you get bored doing it all the time, And I'm a kid, so I'm trying to, before I go out to the real world, I'm trying to, get some fun time going in. So I easily win that race. Wow. It took me an hour to run that race. I just wanted to do this video since, it's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, Trying not to tear up right now for some reason, It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos. I miss doing these videos, but, I don't get much support, I don't get paid for this. I just do it for the sake of doing it. So I think I'm going to have to end the video here. If you watch this far, you are just great. I mean, I don't know how to thank you enough if you watch this far, but a lot of people probably don't have time for this, But I really like to thank you all that have watched this far. So please like, subscribe, even click that bell. I mean, that's not asking for much. I don't get paid for this. So I've got, I'm doing this for the sake of doing it, not really to do money. Not like Mr. Beast and people like that actually get paid to do it because they've got dang on 5 million some subscribers. But, well, more than 5 million. They got millions of subscribers, And I haven't even cracked 30 yet, I'm trying to work to get higher, but me not doing any videos ain't really helping anything at all, you know. And I might start doing some things with RCs here coming soon, like if you got one of those RCs, you know how to fix it and do all this. But, you know, I mean, I don't get paid for this, like I said. I really just do it for the fun of it. So, I've got to get off. My parents are here, so I've got to get off of here. So, thank you for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your day.